Hi everybody, it's Chef and Builder Janie Pendleton. We're back in the kitchen where I've got this recipe that I haven't made since high school. I used to make this for my brother all the time, and I hadn't made it since high school, and believe it or not, I was surprised that I remembered the recipe. But we've been out looking at farm ground all day and farmhouses all day. I'm going to put ham and chicken in here. We've got some delicious black olives that I cut up. I got some beans on sale today at Big Lots for 35 cents a can. So I rinsed these black beans really well. And they're little beans. And then we've just got some cheese that I already had in the refrigerator, some Colby, Monterey Jack cheese. I had some fresh mozzarella that needed to be used up. And I had some goat's cheese that needed to be used up. We have some of this pre-cooked Purdue pre-grilled chicken. And then we have some of the ham cubes, some of the honey maple Sugardale cubed hams for like salads and things. And I had some of my last of my canned goods in the drawer that we're getting rid of, and I had some petite diced tomatoes. And I drained a little bit of the liquid off of there. I had got this at Big Lots for 59 cents. So 59 cents for the refried beans. And then I have the last can of my cream of chicken, my Healthy Choices cream of chicken soup. Remember, because I've been making my own from now on, so there's that. For spices, I have basil. I have Italian seasoning. I have oregano from my garden. If you want it a little hot, you can use a little bit of red pepper flakes. And some salt and pepper if you want some. Here, I've just put my chicken on the side here, so I'll have it. So the first thing that I'm going to do, and right here, I've got 5 or 6 burritos. These are the large burritos, and these needed to be used up, but they were still pretty soft. This is just the Crisco butter spray. You can see this. And I'm going to take this 9 by 13 inch pan. Make sure that's going to be long enough. Oh, I think I might have to break out the bigger pan. It's so nice to have my kitchen organized now. Now you can see what I'm doing. All right, my 9 by 13 inch pan here, and I'm just going to give it this makes it easy for cleanup. And we're going to start with our cream of chicken soup, and we're just going to put that right in there like that. You could add any vegetables to this as well. You could add broccoli, carrots, I mean, whatever you like. You can use your home canned cream, or that's my cream of mushroom, your home canned cream of chicken soup right here. That's from the home canned stuff right there. You can use your cream of something soup mix, and I'll post that recipe right here. You can use that. Look at this cream of chicken soup, it had 1 little piece of chicken in here, 2 little pieces of chicken in here. Woohoo, we're lucky we got that. All right. Now we're going to take a 14.5 ounce can of diced tomatoes, and we're just going to add a little bit of that in here. About half the can. I'll show this to you a little closer. There we go. Looks good. Looks real good. I think we can go ahead and put a little bit more of the can in here. Just put it all in. Put it all in here. You can even make this with hamburger if you liked. Okay, looks good. That's how it looks. All right, now we're going to add our spices to this. Add some salt. And remember, people start getting goiters if they don't use the salt with the iodine. So once in a while, switch your salt back to the salt with the iodine. Don't eat so much sea salt that you forget to get the iodine in there, and if you do, at least take an iodine tablet. Blend that in. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to blend in the black beans. And then I'm going to use them all. To add a couple of shakes of these red pepper flakes. Just a little bit, however hot that you want it. A little bit of this parsley. A couple shakes of basil. A couple shakes of Italian seasoning. some oregano from my garden. Maybe not quite that much. Maybe about a teaspoon. Got that in there real good. Here's a little bit of my thyme from the garden. There you go. This is our sauce. Our sauce is done. Woohoo! So now we can set that aside. And what we're going to do now is we're going to fill these up one at a time, roll them up and put them across here. And we're going to start by spreading on some of the refried beans. All the way to the end here. We're going to put some chicken on this one. If the chicken pieces are too big, just break them up. Just put them on there just like that right there. I don't like to get great big bites of chicken. I like my chicken a little smaller. There we go. There's some ham, some cubed ham. And I'll put some extra black beans on mine because I like black beans. And I like black olives, so I'm going to put some black olives on mine. And a little bit of this sauce on the inside, just a little bit on the inside. Make sure you get some tomatoes. A little bit of cheese, whatever kind of cheese you like on the inside. And a little bit of the real mozzarella. And some of the real goat's cheese because I love me some goat's cheese. What is your favorite cheese? Write me down below and let me know what your favorite items in your homemade burritos are. Like I said, you could put broccoli even in this. It's really good. I call these burritos for a lack of a better term for it. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we got everything in here I think I want to put in mine. Alright, so what we're going to do now is I'm just going to roll it like this. And then I'm going to set that. It's still too small, so I might have to set them at an angle, I guess. Let's see. We will make them fit because that's just the way that it is. There we go. We'll make them fit. And I'm going to give that a little bit of a roll so that way that seam is right here and it doesn't open up. Tuck that in better. Now we're going to reserve some of this sauce right here because we're going to put that on the top. Both sides. Bring it in here and give it a roll here next to the next one. And kind of push. There you go. And we're just going to keep going until we get as many in here as we can fit. Okay? And we'll be right back. Alright, so we're back. It made 5, really large burritos. They're a good size burritos here. And again, you can see where I just made so the seam was just kind of tucked in between each one, so they were kind of a little bit on their sides. Now we have our leftover sauce. And I'm just going to kind of sprinkle that down the middle. Just for a little bit of garnish here. These are so good. And again, if you want them a little hotter, put a little bit more of the red pepper flakes in there. Okay, decorate up a little bit with a little bit more of the beans. I got a little bit of the can of beans left here. We have some more of black olives, and you know me, I love black olives on anything and everything. So I got these on sale. They were whole black olives, so we're just going to slice them up here real quick and add them into the dish. You can omit this. You can add whatever you like, okay? This is what we like. And I am going to be topping these with some sour cream when they come out of the oven. If you want, you can add some more cheese, mozzarella cheese, whatever. I'm just going to sprinkle on just a little bit here across the top just for some decoration. Okay, and here is our burrito casserole. Now, what I could have done with this, but I could have put it into my crock pot. So this is a recipe that I made up many, many years ago with my brother, like back in the 1980s, early 1980s. Yeah, and I'm dating me now, aren't I? My brother would go play basketball at the high school, and I would have to feed him and cook for him because my parents worked a lot of hours with their companies. So I'd clean house, do all the ironing, make sure he was fed, get him to basketball games and basketball practice, and I had to go to all my brother's basketball games. He was older than me, so he had a lot of friends that would come home with him. So it ended up I had a lot of boys to feed here. But this is the new crock pot, the original slow cooker, casserole cooker. And this is the casserole crock. And it's got some Campbell's casserole recipes on here. And this right here is just one that I made up, and I used the Campbell soup for it all those years ago. But there are some recipes with this. Designed for easy one-dish casserole meals. Serve at home or take it on the go. So it's got the locking lid that everybody keeps asking me about my other crock pot. But this one's mine. But this is the first place prize. So the first place prize winner in my 10,000 subscriber contest will get one of these slow cooker things. And you can go right here and enter that contest, okay? Yeah, that was really exciting. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to slide this in a 360 to 370 degree oven. And we're going to bake this. And I'm going to put a cookie sheet under here just in case, and just slip this on the next shelf down. Just in case I have any cheesy spillovers, I don't ruin that just clean stove I just cleaned. My oven is clean. Alright, I'm going to finish washing dishes and cleaning up my mess, and we will be right back. It'll be about 30 minutes. Okay, we're going to turn this off. Okay, what we got here? Mama, look at this. I might have put it in there a little bit too long, but I know that the inside of this is done. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Ooh, lordy, 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 look at that. So we're going to let this cool for about 5-10 minutes, if I can wait that long. And we're going to bring John in here, and we're going to do our usual taste test. If this had been done in the casserole crock pot casserole, then it probably would have taken about 3 hours. Let this sit for a few minutes. Oops. The ghost trash can is moving. Okay. Ready? You start on your end and I'll start on mine. We'll see how it tastes. Oh, it's cheesy. It's sticking. I say if it sticks to the plate, that's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's
great.
Some ham or some chicken. Mmm. And we're just eating it with a simple salad. I'm eating on yours.
It's fine.
Mine's sitting right there. Mm.
Thank you. Very good.
It's really soupy. Mmm. That is good. I better eat my own. Okay. You have to try this. This is really good. Again, this is just a burrito recipe that I made up, like I said, back in the early 80s. And I hadn't made it in, oh my gosh, I probably haven't made it since probably 1989. But anyway, try this one. It's really good. And you can make it with the casserole crock pot as well. And this is part of our casserole series, okay? Be sure and hit that subscribe button because we'd love to have you along for our little homestead series, our little homestead journey. Blessings.